Hi, it's Trisha Barnes. This is day number 4 of the Bliss Warriors video commitment that I've made. And I started reading a book. It's an old favorite. It's actually on the recommended reading list of our prosperity team. It's Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T Harv Eker. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. We met T Harv in person back in 2009, back at a time when we desperately needed to be at his event, the Millionaire Mind Intensive, and we heard him on a webinar, and I remember we were sitting in this little dump of an apartment. We called it the Bat Cave because it was so dark and damp, and we were listening to that webinar, and we had no money in our bank account. We had an old car with 200,000 miles, and no credit cards because we had filed bankruptcy, and yet T Harv Eker was talking to us specifically about our money blueprint and how if you don't change that, nothing else is going to change. It's all the inner work. And we looked at each other and said, we've got to get to his event. We've just got to do it. And so we actually wrote a bad check for the event, suffered the overdraft fees, and decided we were going, even though we didn't know how in the heck we were going to get there. Which is to prove that we got there, and it was a miraculous story of how once we made that decision to do that, that the universe opened doors and brought people into our lives that provided the way for us to get there. That was a turning point in our lives to receive that kind of mindset training, to have that experience at that live event. And so if you haven't read his book or go to the YouTube and look up videos about T Harv Eker, you will immediately see that this man has an incredible message and an incredible gift of reaching down deep inside of you to help you uncover what it is that's holding you back in your financial life. If you're not achieving the success and your bank account's not showing what you desire, then there's some work to be done. So I highly recommend it. The chapter that I read last night was talking about how we tend to just look at the fruits, as evidence of, whether something's working or not, and so we're looking, well, I don't have this money and all, and we forget that the fruits are produced by all of the work that's done underground, the roots of the tree that are growing and gathering the nourishment from the soil, and when that comes up to the tree, then the fruits are produced. And in the same way, when you work on yourself, when you go inside and work on those the beliefs that are holding you back, that have been programmed into your subconscious for all of your life, when you go in there and work to uncover those and change those, that's the root work. That's where the nourishment starts, and that's where it starts to build and come up through you, and the fruits start to produce. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, I can't say enough about it. Get his book, T Harv Eker, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. You can find it on Amazon. You can probably find it at the library. And then definitely do go to YouTube and watch some of his videos. You'll get a really good insight into what his events are like. And then if there's any way possible, and even if it seems impossible, get to one of his live events. It will change your life. I promise you. You will come away a changed person. So that's it. Day 4. I'll be back tomorrow. And, it's raining here and there's a chance of snow. Isn't that crazy? It's May 3rd and we are thinking about snow again. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm Trisha Barnes. You can find me on Facebook. You can, you could also join my group. I started a new group there just for motivation and inspiration and to share what you love. And it's called Sunsets, Sycamores, and Smiles. So do a search for that group and come in and join it. I'd love to have you there to share what inspires you and what makes you smile. And anyway, I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.